Hey everybody, welcome back to Mondays with Mark. It's Monday and I'm Mark. Thank you so much for joining me this week. If you missed last week's video, that means you're not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you hit that button, subscribe, and you won't miss another Mondays with Mark. This week, I decided I'm going to take it a little bit more personal, still keeping with the my current theme of London and all about London, and tell you guys the experience my wife and I had when we decided to move from renting to purchasing first home here in London. We bought our first home in 2020, so right in the beginning of the pandemic. So we dealt with multiple offers, shortened showing times, properties being sold before we even got a chance to see them, offers being rejected with no room to negotiate or counteroffer. So we've been through all of that recently as of a few years ago. So I know exactly what you guys are going through, what you're feeling, and the concerns that you may have. So I thought by maybe sharing my story, it may help alleviate some of those questions and help you understand why I'm so excited about the city of London that we've decided to call our home. So something I'm very passionate about, and I'm happy to share the story with you. So as many of you know, I'm not originally from London. My wife and I were both born in the GTA. Her in Brampton, myself in Mississauga. And like most young couples just starting out in life, we quickly realized that we were priced out of the market in the GTA. There was no way at that time we were going to be able to afford our first home and have it be in the GTA, the Toronto area. So we had to start looking elsewhere. And we had some really good friends of ours that had bought their first home here in London several years before this and had nothing but good things to say about the city and talked about the affordability of the housing and all of that stuff. So it caused us to look this way. And through circumstances that just happened to coincide with us thinking about making a move to the city, they ended up needing a bigger home. Their life had changed in such a way that they needed a bigger living space, so they were thinking about renting their first home, which was perfect for us because they were able to do us a solid that most people aren't fortunate enough to get. We understand that, but they were able to rent us their first home at a very reasonable rate, which was amazing. And we were able to really tighten our belts, my wife and I, focus and really move towards saving towards buying our first home, which was our goal. And through, again, an amazing stroke of luck and being blessed with the family that I have, they stepped in and were able to help my wife and I be able to afford our first home. So it got to a point that we were able to qualify and we hit the market and we started going on showings, and it was chaos. We would see five, six, seven properties in a showing, and then at the end of the day, you sit down and you try to figure out which one you want to make an offer on because they're going to sell so quickly, and then you're trying to figure out how much are you going to offer. We know things are going over, but how much over it was going. So it was an absolute crazy, crazy time, and we put in nine offers on nine different properties, and nine times we were turned down without the ability to counter. And it was a little disheartening. And I sympathize with all of these people who've been out there on the market and are having their offers turned down. But the bright light at the end of the story is the 10th offer that was accepted was our perfect home for the time. It's the home that we're in right now. We've been in it since November of 2020, and we couldn't be happier. It fits our lifestyle currently so perfectly. It's I'm in my office right now, in my home, filming this video for you guys, and it's amazing. It ticks so many of our boxes. Now we know it's not our forever home, as it doesn't click all of our boxes, but it clicks enough of them that we are going to be quite happy here for the next foreseeable future. And in that time, we are going to continue to build up the equity that we've already started to build up in our home, just in the last 3 years. And we've done nothing but enjoy our home. We haven't renovated, we haven't updated, we've just enjoyed it, and it's appreciated in value quite substantially. And that in turn is going to help us whenever we do decide to make that next move in the next chapter of our life and move to something bigger, or our forever home. The equity that we're building right now while we live in this home is really going to help us get ahead when that time does come. So that's kind of the reason I really wanted to share my story with you guys. Is I know that it's frustrating and it's disheartening, and you're hearing no over and over, and you fall in love with the place, it's all part of the process. And while you're in it, I know it's so hard to see that, but looking back now, I'm so happy that those 9 offers were turned down, and that this offer wasn't the one that was accepted, because this was the house for us. We just didn't know it at the time. So hopefully this story has resonated with somebody who may be going through the same thing, or maybe thinking about getting in the market. There's really no such thing as the perfect time to buy a home. There's the perfect time for you to buy a home. And if that time is now, or you think that time may be coming up soon, that's exactly why we need to meet, because I would love to help you and guide you and help you avoid some of the pitfalls and some of the things that we learned along the way buying our first home, and make it a much more enjoyable and smooth a transaction as we possibly can. And be happy to sit down, have a chat with you, whether it's Zoom, a phone call, or in person if you live in London, and see how we can help you achieve your real estate dreams, like my wife and I realize ours. So that's this Monday with Mark. Sorry, went on a little bit longer than normal, but I hope you found something in there that resonates with you, like I said. And I would love to hear your story about your first home buying experience, whether it was a positive or a need for improvement experience. If you want to post them in the comments below, I'd love to read them. And I know, anything that you can share may help somebody who may be going through the same thing. So I look forward to reading those comments below and seeing you next Monday with Mark. Have a great week. Thank you.